Good evening, guys. I wanted to shoot a video to tell you kind of how things have been going and with the new truck. I say new truck, new to me truck, my used truck that I bought from International. Thought I'd shoot a real quick video tonight. It's been a while since I really posted anything. As you all know, the people that watch the lives, you know that I bought the truck, so I was kind of off for a couple weeks trying to get everything situated, get the tags, get the old truck, the SFI truck back. Literally, I had almost 2.5 weeks off in February to take care of all this. And then once I got rolling, I went out for 2 weeks with the truck. And again, knew the truck had the check engine light on with the emissions. Forget what the actual part was called, but I was told that it wasn't going to affect any of the drivability, which it didn't. And if it did, they would, the dealership would pay to have it towed and taken care of. But I didn't want to go through that breakdown situation. So, I think God was looking out after me for those 2 weeks. But anyway, I had 30 days to get all the little incidental stuff fixed. So there was the check engine light was on. I got that fixed. I had a power switch on the passenger door need to be replaced. The traction lock for the full wheel switch need to be replaced, and the air was blowing hot. Now that's really not that big of an issue, but summer is coming up and I had to get that looked at too. So all 4 of those things got fixed, and to my surprise, which really surprised me, I took it to my local shop in the town that I live at, had all that taken care of, and they literally took care of all that in less than 2 days. I turned it in on a Wednesday and I got the truck back Friday before they closed. Very impressed with that place. It was a Cumberland International dealership. I couldn't be more blessed and thankful. Immediately got out. I stayed home the rest of the weekend because I didn't really have anything booked up because I didn't have any plans on any bookings or loads. So I left out on Monday and had a solid couple weeks here. This week is really the first full week, and the pay that I get on Friday is going to be the very first full week that I've had with this truck. I'm going to be at about the $5,200 mark. And I've got loads booked up all the way through next week. As long as nothing comes up, I should be over the $6,000 mark for next week. And again, those are all gross numbers, which to me, this week I'll be somewhere between $3,000 and $3,500 to bring home, and next week I'll be over the $4,000 mark. Now, granted, that's after everything that Schneider takes, my truck insurance and everything that's included with that. The only thing that does include is my $935 truck payment. So you need to take about $250 a week for the truck payment. So that's kind of what my numbers are. A lot of people have called and support. A lot of people have sent me messages, and I appreciate everything. If for some reason, I haven't gotten back with somebody, I apologize. It's just really been a couple crazy 3 or 4 weeks with this transition. But now that the money is going to start rolling in, and, my life is kind of straightened back out, because it's really been hectic the last couple of weeks. I say couple weeks, been about the last 3 or 4 weeks. But now that everything's kind of worked out, I think things will get back to normal. Guys, I got to tell you the truth. I've been through a lot with the SFI truck. I've done a lot of crazy things along the way, made a lot of stupid moves, made a lot of good moves. But, you got to take chances in life to see what works and what doesn't work. And quite frankly, I think coming to Schneider was probably my best decision that I've made in a long time. And again, yes, I am recruiting you guys, but at the same time, you got to do what's right for you. If you have questions about Schneider, by all means, please contact me and I'll help you with all I can. They still have the $6,000 sign-on bonus. I don't know if they're going to stretch it past this month or not, but as of right now, it's good till the end of the month that I'm aware of. And again, that's a little bit of a help each week, because after your 3rd week, you get money on your paycheck every single week for 26 weeks. It's not a lot of money. It's $250 a week, but still $250 a week, can mount up to something big. I'm consistently, even when I'm out here working, I consistently make $5,000 gross a week. I turned in the SFI truck to get this used truck. I wasn't behind. I wasn't in any jeopardy of losing my truck. And as a matter of fact, I got a lot of turndowns from a lot of different companies. And quite frankly, I was just going to keep the SFI truck and keep rolling with it, because I still consistently made $1,800 to $2,500 a week with, the high SFI payment. No problems whatsoever. Now, with this used truck, and again, I can thank my buddy 18 Wheels for pushing me into this, and he really did. And not only that, he helped out in many other ways too, but I'm very grateful for his friendship. He's helped out and kind of pushed me towards this. But with that being said, it was the best move that I ever made. Just, I felt like money was, kind of going down the drain a little bit, even though it was a new truck. And I don't, I'm not against anybody, starting off doing with the SFI truck. But if you have the opportunity to put, $5,000 to $10,000 down and get into a used truck, I think it's going to spend a lot better doing it this way. I was always the guy that, was the one that said, hey, you need a new truck for the warranty and all that. You really, honestly don't. I just, for the last year and a half, watching everybody's videos and stuff, I was totally against that. And honestly, I think I was wrong about that. But at the same time, if that's your only option of getting an SFI truck or another company, by all means, please do that. Whatever you got to do to get yourself into a situation of, getting to that next step. And honestly, I feel like I've achieved that next step. Even though I'm still working at Schneider, I mean, there are a lot of other companies that I could go to, and it leaves the options open. I've got Landstar. I could go back to F2F. I won't go back to JB Hunt. But there's many, many other companies that I could go back into, and I'm still looking. And I'm not saying I'm staying here at Schneider forever, but right now, it just makes total sense, especially with the freight market the way it is. I've had a lot of guys contact me, asking me how things are going, and, I try to tell them and show them. And I've got about 3 or 4 guys that I've, talked to that I think that are probably going to come over here just because of the freight market the way it is. But, not saying it's an all-in, be-all-in, or however you want to say that. I'm not saying it's the best answer in the world, but at the same time, it's a good suggestion, and it's the right answer for me at the moment. Anyways, I'm doing great, but the only thing that really happened to me after this whole 2 weeks is I had a flat tire. When you buy these trucks, and it's not the international dealership's fault, it's Prime Inc. was where this truck came from, and they put recaps on these trucks when they sell them or turn them in. And I'm sure they're basically the 3-year lease trucks that they turn in, and they don't really care, or they don't want to do anything with them. They just put the recap tires on there because they're cheap, and that's how they turn them back in, just like a lease car. Not faulting anybody, but that tire that was one of my rear drives, blew, cost me $462 to get a new tire. It also blew the airbag. I was fortunate enough that the international dealership paid for the airbag. That was about $400. Wasn't expecting that, but that's how it is when you become an actual true owner-operator. You don't know what's going to happen, and you got to be somewhat prepared. I wasn't honestly really prepared for that, because I'm literally just 2 weeks out the gate. And like I've always said, even in the lives, I put every nickel that I had into this truck just to put the down payment down and get everything rolling. Future goals are, to save as much money as I can for a maintenance account. I'm going to have to get an APU because, I don't really, I'm not a big fan of idling the truck. It wears the engine hours down. And oh, by the way, this truck only has 4,300 engine hours, which is crazy to me, and under 400,000 miles too when I bought it. It's got like 407 on it now, but I put about 10,000 miles on the truck. Not quite 10,000, about 7,000 miles on the truck since I've had it. But future plans are APU. I've got to change out this inverter. And again, I don't know if this is the inverter that Prime had in it, but it's a 1,500 watt inverter, and it's just not enough to power, my refrigerator, my air fryer, and my TV all at the same time. So I believe this weekend, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to end up buying a 2,500 watt inverter to kind of boost it up a little bit. And I think 2,500 watt will be fine. And that way I don't have to update any, heavier gauge wires or anything like that. But The truck's going to be getting decaled here real soon with the logo of the company. I'm going to have the prime stripes taken off of it. Possibly having a minor wrap on it. I'm thinking about where the gray bumper is and the side skirts. I'm thinking about having that wrapped either gray or black. Haven't decided yet, but I think I'm going to go the black route because I like the looks of the Stormtrooper look, the white and the black. It's going to have tinted windows on it too, and with my logos and stuff. So that's the immediate near future of the plans. The very first thing I'm going to do as soon as the money is there, I'm going to get, even if I have to buy the cheapest tires that I can, the drives are getting replaced immediately because I do not want to have another blowout. The one tire that blew out on me had been recapped over 6 times, which is crazy to me. But again, you know, they do what they can to do the cheapest thing. But first thing I'm going to do is buy the cheapest set of drive tires. I've got a couple places in line. And then the second thing is like I said, I'm going to get the APU put on it. But other than that, guys, I'm doing great. I'm happy. I don't feel pressured to make you know, all the money that I need to. I mean, I know what I have to make to take home. I have a very expensive mortgage at the house at home, and I have a lot of other bills too. I say a lot, but I don't really have a lot. But I want to get everything taken care of and still save some money. But anyway, guys, everybody's been asking, you know, how things are going, and I just thought I would give an update. Again, there's really no issue at all with the SFI way to go. If that's what you have to do, by all means, to get you in that position, you know, do the SFI thing. But if you have the money down, by all means, you know, give me a ring, give me a call. I'll put my number, like I always do, in the comments or in the description. I'll put you in touch with my guy at the international dealership. If you want to come to Schneider, I'll put you in touch with my people at Schneider that I work with. Again, $6,000 sign-on bonus. Can't beat that, guys, especially in today's market. It's a little bit of money. Doesn't mean you have to come here forever, but it'd be nice to, you know, to come here and, you know, make a consistent, you know, $5,000 a week. Again, that's it, guys. Anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And this will be the end of the video. Have a good night. Everybody be safe and, you know, drive what you can, make what you can. Have a good night, guys.